Now let's continue with this crusade against these worthless, problematic mutts and their totally blind owners. Very disturbing situation here. I will give you the link and you can check it out yourself. The Cherryland Humane Society tried to find people who would adopt this mutt. The ad reads, "I'm ready for you. Are you ready for me?" So questions Hershey. "I'm a youngish 2.5-year-old lab mix, and I'm looking for a kind of calm, laid back home and best friend I can really connect with. So I know most of the basic commands and like interacting with people, but can be kind of anxious. So that's why I'm looking for someone to complement my loving, gentle personality and who would love to have me as their only pet. I'm continuing to work on my self-confidence and perhaps could use your help. Let's get together." Right? This is what the Cherryland Humane Society wrote in regard to this mutt when they were trying to get people to adopt it. However, after the dog had been returned numerous times, this dog has already been adopted and returned more than once. Right? After that, the Humane Society considered this mutt unadoptable, and they tried to send it to an animal sanctuary. Read what they wrote to the sanctuary and compare it to what they put in the ad when they were trying to con people into adopting this mutt. Best friends recommended that we reach out to you regarding a dog we currently have, Hershey. We are running out of options for him. Hershey has extreme anxiety, and with medication and behavioral modifications, it does not seem to help. We have had him for 7 months. He is very protective of his people to the point of stranger aggression as well as dog aggression. In other words, this mutt attacks people. It attacks other animals as well. Continuing on, Hershey has a few bites on his record towards people and dogs. They did not put that in the ad. Continuing on. In Hershey's calm state, he is affectionate, playful, loving, and kind of a goofball. Hershey can redirect his anxiety into aggression towards his person/handler. In other words, this mutt will attack his owner, his master. And these people, this Humane Society, was still trying to place that mutt into a family home. Unbelievable. This is the kind of shit that goes on in this mutt industry. Continuing on. He has been returned twice and returned by a foster, which did not work out after almost a month. We would appreciate any advice or assistance in finding Hershey an alternate place to live, as we are unable to adopt him out. Now, again, compare that note that they sent to the animal sanctuary to the ad that they put on Facebook when they were trying to adopt this mutt out. They said, "I can be kind of anxious" in the ad. But when they sent the letter to the sanctuary, they said extreme anxiety, even after medication and behavioral modification. Right? Also, I'm continuing to work on my self-confidence. That translates into stranger aggression as well as dog aggression. So rather than informing people that this mutt is aggressive towards strangers and other dogs, they write, "I'm continuing to work on my self-confidence." This is exactly how these mutt lovers act. They are the biggest liars and concealers of the truth on earth. I do not trust anything they say. Anytime they come talking about my dog is loving, my dog is this, I don't listen to any of that, because of course they're going to speak highly and positively about their worthless mutt. They're not going to tell you the truth, just like this Cherryland Humane Society did not tell the truth to the people they were trying to adopt this worthless mutt out to. Aggression towards his person or handler. They did not put that in the ad. Why wouldn't you tell a potential adopting family this kind of information? A dog like Hershey, who can't be handled safely and has both human and animal aggression, could only coexist at a sanctuary by living in total isolation with no quality of life at all. That is how dangerous this mutt is. And this Humane Society had the audacity to try once again to get somebody to adopt this mutt. The case of Hershey shows the dichotomy of disclosure. What is shared about the dog's true nature depends upon the intention of the shelter. If the intention is to get the dog into the home of a gullible family, they encode and conceal the dog's aggression into a baby talk style adoption listing. If the intention is to obtain a different holding place for the dog, they are pragmatic, they are blunt, they are more truthful to the sanctuary when they need a different holding place for the mutt. When they're looking for somebody to adopt, they lie. They conceal the truth. Right? Aggression towards his personal handler. Stranger aggression as well as dog aggression. That's what they say to the sanctuary. But to the general public, I'm working on my self-confidence. As if this is some sort of human. They say due to the prevalence of fraudulent adoption advertisements, we remind the public to always request the uncensored behavioral and medical files prior to adoption. This fraudulence is driven by the holy grail of boasting a high save rate at any cost, including over the welfare of high-risk dogs and public safety. Right? So they only care about having a high save rate, continuing to obtain donations, to stay in business. It's all about money. Right? As you can see, these shelter organizations lie to the public, giving them a false description of dogs, concealing the dog's true aggressive nature in order to have a high save rate. Dog ownership is nothing but a business, an industry, another way to get money out of the general public, because the general public in general are a bunch of sheep. They convince you to view these worthless, problematic animals as a necessity, as an intricate part of American culture, as if you not owning a dog means that you are not participating in American culture, that you're unpatriotic, you're not being a real American. See how they try to slide dog love and dog ownership into the very culture of American society, that you're not being a real American if you don't have and love a worthless, stinking ass mutt. This is the con game that they run on you sheep, and y'all fall for it. It's amazing to me how many of you are so blind and fall for this nonsense. This is the American thing to do. You're supposed to own mutts. It is such a big business, they will lie to the public and knowingly place dogs in homes that have a history of aggression. But see, people like me, I don't have to worry about stuff like this. Right? I'm that guy who y'all telling me I'm the one with problems, when you're the one who putting yourselves and your family at risk, your safety at risk. You're the ones who got your kids, 100 of them being attacked every day, several thousands of them being mauled and disfigured every day. That's you. That's not people like me. You're the ones with stinking ass, disgusting, parasitic infested homes with bacteria everywhere, with your stinking ass. That's not me. I don't have traces of shit all through my house. Oh, but something wrong with people like me, right? People like me who see right through this type of con game that society tries to pull on the average person. I look at these animals for what they are: disgusting and aggressive. Nothing but scavengers, a nuisance. And that in our natural state, these animals would be our biggest problem. So the fact that we can afford to take care of them changes nothing in my mind. I don't want to be in the same room with you and your stupid, ugly, dangerous, brainless mutt. This is what this crusade is about. Exposing this culture of mutt love for exactly what it is. I got this article from dogsbite.org. This website is so dedicated that really I view my channel as an extension or outgrowth of this website. This site played a huge role in my decision to make this channel. I encourage people to visit this website.